Welcome into the Chiefs Report. I'm your host, Harrison Graham, back with another video just for you guys. We got to talk about this Le'Veon Bell drama between him, Andy Reid, the Chiefs as a whole, as it continues to be ongoing. So, Bell a few days back, in an Instagram back and forth, basically said he would rather retire than play for Andy Reid ever again. And this has kind of not gone well for Le'Veon Bell since this happened for a couple reasons. Number one, Le'Veon Bell made no impact for the Chiefs last season, basically. Did not get any run in the playoffs. Darrell Williams became a much bigger factor than he did. And now you're seeing a lot of fans and even some players now not go after Bell, but let their voices be heard almost in defense of Andy Reid. And let me just add this. Le'Veon Bell, he may have to retire anyway, much less just because he doesn't want to play for Andy Reid. The market has not been there for him. And you think about Le'Veon Bell now, he signs that big contract with the Jets, did not play well. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because the Jets were a disaster with Adam Gase. But he comes to the Chiefs, a very stable organization, and basically does nothing. Like in 9 games, only gets 63 carries, 4 yards per carry is okay, but it's not great. Had just 2 touchdowns, and in an area where he's really good receiving-wise, less than 100 yards. Not very impressive from Le'Veon Bell. I think these comments have backfired in a major, major way. So don't be shy. Let us know. If you think Le'Veon Bell is washed, like the video. Hey, I'm just showing you the numbers. The proof is in the pudding. He has not been the same guy since he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like this video if you agree with me. If you think he's washed, just hit that thumbs up icon. And when a guy like Tyrann Mathieu, who is just the definition of earning respect to give respect, when he says this, these fellas will blame everybody for their lack of success. That's how I know I'm built different. That's a shot at Le'Veon Bell. There's simply no doubt about that. Now, Bell went on a series of tweets to kind of backtrack from his comments, or at least kind of. We'll just show you this one. I'll admit that's something I could have and should have kept to myself. I apologize about that and that only, but don't regret what I said because that's how I feel. And look, that's fine. I'm not saying every single player that has ever played for Andy Reid loves the guy, but he basically has no baggage. Like, he's never been in trouble. There's never been players accuse him of, anything that you hear some of these other players complain about, lack of, equal playing time or whatever the case may be. Andy Reid's coaching tree, by the way, is all across the league, which is why I think Le'Veon Bell might have trouble finding work because Andy Reid might be the most respected coach in the NFL. So for Bell to go public and say, I'd rather retire than play for Andy Reid, well, I got news for you, Le'Veon. You may have to retire anyway after a very, very bad couple of seasons and now that you're 29 years old as an aging running back. So predict it for me. Will a team sign Le'Veon Bell? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I think somebody will, but it's not going to be for a lot of money, and I would be shocked if he had a major impact at any point moving forward in the NFL. So let me know what you guys think. Y for yes, N for no. Will a team sign Le'Veon Bell? Now, today's show is sponsored by the Newsbreak app. We've been telling you guys to go download the app for weeks, hell, months at this point, and you should do that right now. Chatsports.com/ChiefsNB. Plug that link into your phone, and it'll redirect you to your app store. And we're having a little competition here in the month of June at Chat Sports, and you guys have done a great job. The Chiefs Report leads Chat Sports in downloads. We have 16 so far this month. The Raiders Report, Cowboys, they're closing in, though. Dolphins today, Seahawks a little further back. We have a lot more channels with Newsbreak as well. Help us out. The Newsbreak app is great. You can keep up with local news alerts, updates, sports, and news content. But you have to use our link on your phone. It's the only way we get credit here at the Chiefs Report. Chatsports.com/ChiefsNB. Plug that link into Safari on your phone, whatever your internet browser is. It'll redirect you to the App Store. Download the app today. Enjoy the app. And, hey, let's win the competition here at Chat Sports. Travis KELCE spoke with the media recently, and, hey, he actually praised his hometown team, which is the Cleveland Browns. KELCE said, quote, Browns and Chiefs are neck and neck at this point. And, of course, Cleveland had a good season last year, coming off its first playoff one since 2002, first playoff victory in over 20 seasons. And he's not wrong in the sense that this Browns roster is loaded, and it got even better this offseason. Here's what KELCE had to say in further detail. Quote, I would say they're definitely a contender without a doubt. It's definitely there. Baker and the gang have upped the ante, made this team an unbelievable team, and a team you have to prepare for and take seriously. I think that moving forward, without a doubt, I could see a lot more playoff games between us. Here's the thing, though. You know what the Chiefs have that the Browns don't? Patrick Mahomes. Now, Baker Mayfield, I think last year he proved to a lot of folks that he can be a good quarterback in this league, but there's nothing he can ever do that would make him at a level that Patrick Mahomes is at. You look at the raw numbers, it's just obvious, right? Like completion percentage, much better. Volume, much better. Touchdowns higher. Interceptions lower. QBR in favor of Patrick Mahomes. Now, Baker Mayfield's a good player, but is he at a level where he can carry the Browns to possibly beating a team like the Chiefs in an AFC divisional round, in an AFC championship game? I would lean no, which is why, if I'm answering this question, I'm still going to say the Chiefs are the better team between Kansas City and Cleveland. Now, players 1 through 53 on a 53-man roster, who has more raw talent? It's very close. You could go either way, but the quarterback carries so much weight in the NFL, and Mahomes is a much better player than Baker Mayfield. Doesn't mean Mayfield's a bad player. It just means Mahomes is probably the best in the league. Mayfield's like the 12th to 15th best, and that's a major, major difference in my opinion. KC for the Chiefs, CLE for the Browns. Let us know who you guys think is the better team in the NFL. Subscribe to the Chiefs Report. We got news, rumors, more videos here on this channel 4 or 5 days a week, trying to up our coverage here. Help us out. Hit that sub button. Share that link with a friend. It's youtube.com/ChiefsTV. If you subscribe, we'll continue to plug out videos here on the Chiefs Report. All right, let's talk more about Bashaud Breeland. This is a story I'm trying to let go, but I just can't as more continues to unfold. As you guys know, he signed that one-year deal with the Vikings. The initial report was, it's about a $4 million deal. Maybe there's some incentives on top of that. Well, according to Spotract, who is a salary cap website, and they kind of track all this stuff, apparently it's really only a $3 million contract with only $2 million guaranteed and a cap hit of just over $2 million. I don't get this from Kansas City. Now, I trust Brett Veach. He's an incredible GM, but I don't get letting Breeland go when he went for this cheap. Now, maybe he wanted Kansas City to pay more to stay with the Chiefs, but what's more, $4 million instead of $3 million? Like, clearly, the way the market played out, he was not going to get $7, $8, $9 million, and I just think that's disappointing for a guy who's played very well. Last year, he was rock solid. 2019, he was a key contributor on that Super Bowl winning football team. I think Bashaud Breeland is a very, very good NFL corner. I'm not going to say he's elite. I'm not going to say he's all pro, but he's much better than Charvarius Ward, who's likely going to start for this team. And by the way, Charvarius Ward's RFA tender this year, $3.3 million. It looks like he's going to make more money this year than Bashaud Breeland. Like, I don't get it, folks. Now, I don't know if there was something weird going on. I know the Chiefs recently did a tribute video to Breeland, which speaks volumes. That clearly thinks they valued him. It shows that they valued him and understood that he was a key cog the last couple of years as they made some deep playoff runs. But to let him go for basically nothing, like, I love Veach, I love the Chiefs, but like, I'm going to spit facts here. That's a bad decision. That is a bad choice from this Chiefs front office. They should have kept Bashaud Breeland at that price tag. Was letting Breeland go a mistake? Clearly, I think it was. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Was letting Bashaud Breeland sign with Minnesota a bad move? Y for yes, N for no. We'll see you very soon here on the Chiefs Report.